Alright, I'm bored, so I'm gonna do another VOD review. This time, we're gonna watch Draft, though. I'm just gonna put it on 2x speed so we can see what's going on. Jax Trundle ban, Yumi ban for the other side. Yumi Zeri, makes sense. The Jax ban, I mean, like, I think Jax is really strong on... Okay, it looks like 12.14 is what Brazil was playing on. The Jax ban is really strong. He is strong, but mostly to, like, Gwen. There's a few other matchups where he's actually, like, really strong top lane, but I don't think he's, like, first pick, first ban level champion. Like, I don't know, maybe Trigo just isn't a Sivir player, but if your game plan is first pick Kalista and they're banning Zeri, then I think you should just ban Sivir R3. But maybe Trigo just it's not in his wheelhouse. And maybe Weiser is a bit of a Jax enjoyer. He was playing Fiora last game, so I guess it's the same style of champ. So far, it was just looking like a... Wait, is this game 1? Oh, I'm trolling. That's how the game 1 draft started out. Okay, but for the most part, it looks like the bans were the same. Pain are banning Olaf. I guess maybe the Fiora, maybe Weiser's like, I'm fine playing Fiora, but not into that. I like the Seraphine ban. This champion's so insane. Zeri is open, so is Lulu, and only one team. Okay, so I think Pain should grab Zeri Lulu or Sivir Lulu. I think either is fine. So your first pick, just Kalista and Mumu traded for a Zero Wukong. Pretty good, except they're gonna grab Poppy on this rotation as well. So I think the jungle matchup favors them, but I like the Azir first pick. Let's see. Draven's kind of Brazil special. I actually think Draven is really good into Kalista, though. I think Kalista is really strong in the early game, but Draven is equally strong, and he kind of has a range advantage. So as long as the support matchup is favorable for Pain, I should kind of shit on them. Plus, isn't Draven kind of like a Pain gaming special? Didn't BRTT used to be on this team? Talia locked. Once again, just sort of a salty run back for Loud, except for a new top laner. I think Nar's fine in this comp. Like, you just want more engage for your Mumu, more follow-up. Once again, like last game, Talia's really like the main damage, and the Kallista's also just there to help facilitate. I like the Aatrox pick into the Gnar. We'll see if he goes Comet, like 369 does into the Gnar matchup, and other Aatroxes do as well, but 369 was really enjoying it this LPL playoffs. Let's see, Braum pick for the Draven. I know how I feel about the Braum. I guess you can eat the Delia wall, and I don't think you can eat Poppy Hammer. You can eat Delia wall, and then I guess just like Delia and Callista spells. I think it's alright. Not the greatest. Oh wait, I'm seeing Rakan over there. Huh? Did I get trolled? Why was there a Rakan on that guy's player screen? Okay. Regardless, Poppy's starting Raptors. But bot lane is like fake leashing anyways? Is that... What's the game plan here? Is he gonna go Raptors red flash over the wall invade? He could. But I don't know if he'd finish the blue buff in time. It is the Comet for Weiser. A little bit of technology coming in there. I believe the Scorch buffs were on 12.14 as well. Which is, I believe, why 369 started running Comet more. It allows you to get two really, crazy lane runes. I like it into squishy champs like the Gnar, into range matchups. Make sure you don't get poked out too hard as long as you're trading Qs back with autos. Now you can see here why the Draven was picked. Normally, like, Kalista runs level 1 waves, but Draven's like the one champion. She doesn't really have that authority. Pretty good trade for Weiser. We'll see how he takes damage on the way out, though. Can he get another Q? If he gets another Q, then it's decent for Robo. But actually, pretty good trade for Weiser overall. Just looking at the runes, everything's pretty standard. We saw most of this last game. Oh, flash? Nice. I love it when poppies do this. No ward? Okay, Robo gets the dash out. Cooldown on Hex Flash should be in about 10 seconds. Do they want to wait that long? Actually, really well played from Weiser. Goes for the auto to get the extra healing, and then is just pushing Robo back with his Qs. Doesn't even need to flash. I think Robo kind of jumped the gun on that, like jumping forward. If he saves his jump and just pushes the wave in, I think Hex Flash is synced with the dive timing. See how this dive comes through? They're going onto the Amumu. Does manage to stun the Braum up. Braum's dead, he shouldn't have flashed, he's trolling. First blood does go over to the Draven, which is nice. Robo's TP'd in. Really good TP by Robo. I actually don't even know if the Wukong can finish the kill. Oh, maybe? Red buff? But the Kalista... Why is he flashing, man? You're just dead! She has fully stacked lethal tempo, and your flash will not put you out of her attack range, so she'll stick on you, like... Really botched dive. The Braum shouldn't try and drop the aggro there. Like, if the call is to have Braum take the aggro, then he should just be staying and DPSing. You can only take 2 or 3 tower shots at best. Like here, look at his HP. You're gonna get 3 tower shots. If they time it as the tower shot is hitting the minion, they have an extra second. But do they? No, it hasn't started targeting yet. It hasn't shot its turret yet, so it's gonna instant swap over. 1. Here, the Stute should know he's dead. Because one shot is already gonna hit him in the next half second, and he won't have time no matter where he flashes or Ws to run away. See? Eats one as the flash comes through. And he's not out of range yet, so he's going to eat another one. Like, why is he even doing that? Who takes aggro next? Oh, it's the Draven. He needs to flash earlier, so he doesn't take the tower shot. And he can get away safely. Let's see, it looks like Pain are trying another play on the bot side. They do have the stacks on the Kalista. Shut down for Draven. Okay. How did this even happen? Looks like their wave state was kind of fucked after that play. Mid's in base, so even if they had a chance... Croc's kind of... I can see why they don't think this is gonna happen, right? They know now, because Braum is forcing, and because the Wukong just shot on a ward, but like... The Wukong surely did his bot camps into a bot dive, so it's like really troll of Karyok to run straight here on respawn. I guess they just communicated about the wave state properly. Croc should have been here sooner to anticipate this. He should have just come. But he's already like under-leveled in LCS. I think Bronze should have just recalled. Honestly, they could have just held this freeze. They might get like a little bit of an advantage pushing in. But pushing out, they're not going to get like jungle pressure or anything. And it's not like Wukong has any camps in the area that they need to defend together. They're not going to be able to get a plate, I don't think, either. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. 3 melees. Is that what he's going to lose? Maybe 3 melees and 2 ranged. Could miss the whole wave. I guess he has a good reset timer. Never mind. Maybe freezing is bad there. I guess he got a lot of gold out of the shutdown Draven passive. I didn't think he would have enough to like warrant a back timing. But okay, damage is just trolling out of his mind. What the hell is he doing? This guy has looked like such an enter in the 2 games that I've watched so far. Good vision sees Croc on his top side. They should know that Wukong's top side. Yeah, they have ward on him. Trigo has cleanse. I wonder if he could stay on this. I guess he's waiting for the minion wave and Braum to be closer. Maybe he could have been dived. I don't know. With no sums except for ignite. I guess it doesn't hurt to just play it safe. I don't think he lost the minion for playing it safe, so it's fine. Down quite a bit CS in the mid lane though. Aatrox is doing okay, given the melee ranged matchup. Slight gold lead to Ping Gaming. Draven's doing well, which is obviously what you wanna hear about your Draven. Being 2-1 is oh, W comes through. Good jump by the Gnar. Mm. He's a little bit nervous because they don't know where the Wukong is. Which is understandable. He's pulling his jungler up. Oh, did Talia or did Poppy get spotted there? Like, was it just vision toggle? So it looked like it? Or, no, Poppy shouldn't have been spotted there. Okay, it was just vision toggle. It looked weird. Good brush play by Robo. I wonder if Weiser will catch on. Poppy might have been spotted there. I don't know if she towed that line properly. Just wants the scuttle crab though. Wukong could look for another bot dive. I don't know how close sixes are on the AD carries. Looks like Kalista's nowhere close. Carryonk is looking for it. Level 5 just ticked for Moo. They see the Poppy on the mid wave though, so they should call this off once they get the pink ward. Maybe just convert it into a dragon. Their bot lane's gonna be tied up eating that wave and they have mid push. Much better start for Ping Gaming this game. Knock down 2 dragons and a bunch of gold and heralds and stuff. Console will not be an option this game. We'll see what the second Drake is. Cloud and Hextech Drake for the first 2. So it'll be an Ocean, Infernal, or Mountain. Obviously Infernal would be spicy. Mountain would be pretty big for... Oh! Talia comp by... Good seismic shove though. Ah, that seems troll by Weiser. Hello? Like, okay. Look at this. They see Poppy. Oh, maybe that word doesn't see Poppy. They saw Poppy path through mid into bot, though, while they're doing the drag, like into her bot side jungle. And Wukong should note that reds are spawning. So Poppy's obviously doing red, and then after red, she's going to do raptors, right? I don't know if, like, he's calming where the Poppy is, or if they're just playing safe. But Atilia this far up, just pop your fucking ult and go, Aatrox. Like, if you trade flashes, look how far she is from her tower. And her W and E are down for, like, let's see, was it on 10 ounce? Can we see the cooldowns? Look, her cooldowns are 12 seconds, and your Azir is nearby. Like, yeah, if you take too long on the kill, if you chase all the way back here, because you misplay or some shit, then the Gnar can come catch you. But you see 4 members on the map. Like, even if the Pompey was right here by some miracle chance, you still have your Azir. And the Talia is on half HP, no spells. And your Aatrox with ult flash up. This bitch is dead. I don't know why he doesn't pull the trigger there. Dude, she's so greedy. That's so greedy by 10 ounce. What the hell? Just goes to fix the top wave. I mean, it's already bouncing. Sucks for him. I don't know. I think that's troll. I think that Talia is so dead there. Because it's not like the Amumu could be roaming or anything, right? Like, if you just glance at your minimap, you can see the bot lane there and the top lane there. So there's minimum, like, 10 free seconds before this guy can help. Like, the only wild card is the Poppy, and you have your mid laner right here. And, like, Poppy was on Raptors, but they don't know that, so we're not gonna, like, count it in the equation. So, like, even if Poppy was here, like... Plus, it's Aatrox, right? The champion deals so much damage. And with the ult move speed, like, there's no way she's kiting you. Like, at the very least, just for ult, she would have had to pump Ghost. I don't know if she had a spellbook option during that time. I'm pretty sure... Actually, was Ghost even down? No, she had spellbook TP, no Ghost! Oh my god, she was so dead! What? That's such a misplay, dude. Does Poppy engage on this guy? Huh? What even allows that? Like, she can see him in the bush. Like, she knows he's there with the red sweeper, but she shouldn't be able to target E. Does he step out? Or does laying the soldier on her give her vision of him? I'll have to research that interaction. Engages onto 10 ounce? Imagine if 10 ounce didn't have flash there, because an Aatrox had forced it right here earlier. That'd be crazy, right? Wouldn't that just be a free-ass herald, because the mid lane's dead? Mumu's rotating up, though. Kalista's staying to make sure that they can't take any plates, so this should just be Pain's Herald. This guy shouldn't contest. He should just start running down like a psycho. Or actually, Amumu left early. Maybe it's fightable. He got pulled down because they're afraid of the dive bot. Engage onto the Wukong though. Aatrox pops ultimate. This guy is trolling out of his mind. Misses everything. Dies. Karyuk doesn't manage to secure the kill. Robo is stacking up Mega. Good flash forward to secure the kill. Does he even die? Good kill by Azir. Doesn't manage to get the last one though. That's tragic. Oh my god. When does the Aatrox pop ult? 906, okay? 906. I just want to make sure if the argument for the Aatrox not killing here. Right? It's not even like his ult would have been down. Aatrox ult is less than 80 seconds. So he would have still had ult for this play if he'd killed Tinown. Or Tinown's there. In fact, Tinown's wouldn't even be here because they would have killed him in the mid lane. Oh. PN Gaming is trolling, despite the fact that I think they keep winning out in the draft. Yeah, Weiser's just abandoning the wave here. The Poppy goes in on the Wukong. I can see why the call is Croc, right? Because he's the target, easy to hit. But this Narbitch has 10 fucking rage and 300 HP. You can at least force the flash. Like, they're both clipped, man. They're both clipped. Like, if you're popping the ult, just go in on these two. They're so clipped. I guess he doesn't have vision. Wait, no. He does have vision. Where we were watching this again, right? Because as he's leaving down, Robo's leaving down. He sees him walk in the bush. He knows they're there. Instead, he misses the Q. Runs into the, like, first of all, this still E. This still E is... I guess it's not atrocious. I guess he's Eing for the Wukong engage and the Azir engage. And the Aatrox just trolls and fucking walks into it for no reason at all. Misses Q1. Decent Q2. Talia interrupts. Okay, this is where this guy's getting in his own head. I play a lot of Aatrox as well, so I'll give that context. He wants to, like... He wants to do the Q flash, right? You do it at the last second, so there's 0 reaction time, right? But the issue with that is... Obviously, they fucking know you're going to Q flash, man. Why else would you be queuing absolutely nothing in the middle of this fight? Like, I guess he's worried that if he flash Qs instead, that Poppy will eat him away. But at the very least, you're hitting the Poppy, right? Because he buffers the Q and holds... Right, he could just flash while he's... Let me see if I can find the timing. Q2, right? He starts the Q animation. He could just flash right now, right? But he wants to do it the last possible second. And I can see why he doesn't see it. Because, like, obviously this is a fucking mess. Like, how can you see this Talia thingy when it's blended in with her stones on the skin, and it's blending in with the river, and whatever the fuck else is here. But it's so troll. And then, good flash by Croc, just to make sure that the Aatrox doesn't get an auto off and, like, magically turn the fight around. Really late Azir ult, in my opinion. Kind of trolls the Q as well. Like, at this point, you should have just flashed earlier, buddy. You're just dead. I think... Some really rough mistakes. You hate to see it. Herald will be claimed by Loud. Late rotation up from the bot lane of Pain. 0 contest happening here. Drake should be spawning within the next 2 minutes. There's no timer, so I can't tell exactly when. But they did take the Cloud Drake fairly early on in the game. It was before the Herald had even spawned on. Herald spawns at 8 minutes, so I think around 7 minutes was when they took the track. Which means it'll be spawning at 12 minutes. We'll see if the timer spawns at like 11 minutes or so. Then it'll be spawning at 12. Damage getting some deep vision in. This is like really fucking aggressive. He has no information on where anyone else is. Like, did they know where anyone else is? Who showed? Talia is not present. The only information they have is that Amumu is right here. I guess, I don't know. This is so greedy, right? They see Amumu right here. I guess the call is like, if Amumu's right here, why would Talia be here? I guess maybe they think they're handing off blue, which is true, they are handing off blue. But like, this ward is greedy enough. You know the Callista's in this bush. Or was in this bush. Lays a ward. She lays a pink, right? Huh? Like, imagine if the Pompey had, instead of handing off blue and done wolves, had decided to path raptors into bot control for Drake. He's dead. Like, what is this guy doing? Vision will get swept out. They know that all three are here. They have mid-jungle rotation, but they're split. Two are down here, two are up here. Seos just goes in. Good flash engage onto this guy. They know he has no flash. They need a CC chain. Holy, that CC chain was really fucking good. Should Poppy stun have even lasted that long? Like the Amumu stun, right? Oh, Amumu was weaving in his bandage tosses, wasn't he? Hits another one. Wow. I think a lazier support would have just expected the Poppy stun to come through, but that was really good by Seos to make sure that like there's absolutely zero window for the Azir to shuffle out. I think he was even standing in front of his corpse, right? Yeah, he blocks. Holy shit, that was really clean. Well played by Seos. Does burn basically the whole Amumu combo, but they have the Herald, so they might be able to take the mid tower here, actually. That'd be really huge. I think they should do it. Just force it. This is the right play from Pain. Like, you're obviously going to lose your mid tower here, so just try and win with your bot matchup. But obviously, Callista's fucking 4-1, so it's not as easy anymore. Good clone to make sure that Karyok doesn't die. They managed to get 4 plates off of that, though. And the Azir's tower is going to be on, like, 200 HP once plating fall off. Yeah, it looks like Drake did die around, like, 730. Oh! Wait, actually, let's watch this. Okay, so it starts right here. Robo's jump is down. Aatrox has Q3. It's kind of troll to look for an auto attack here. Just gets flashed on, ulted. Aw, he gets auto spaced pretty well, though. What was the... I don't know what the boomerang cooldown was, but if... Maybe... Did he not catch his boomerang? Or was it already on cooldown? That's because he didn't catch boomerang there. 7 seconds? Let's see. 6, 5, 4... If he'd caught the boomerang, he would have won this fight. That's crazy. Good capitalization by Weiser, though. That guy should not be stepping up to auto when he has Q3 flash buffered. Karyok's in position to defend. Looks like an engage, though. Poppy and Talia are here first, though. Damage is just going down. Almost goes... Barely manages to get away with the skin of his teeth. Seos gets another stun out. Poppy manages to get the engage onto Draven. Early fucking cleanse. What the hell, dude? Like, it's not even early in the sense that, like, it's barely before the stun comes through. He cleanses before the dash even connects. I don't know. Maybe the timing's just barely off. Shut down on the Draven. Really fucking good seismic shove by 10 ounce. This guy's been playing so incredibly well in the Talia. I don't know what else he can play, but if Talia's as powerful on the Worlds patch as she has been all summer, then I think this team will be pretty strong for a minor region team. Just another look at the replay. Good buffer on the Draven E to stifle the engage. Unfortunately, Seos, I don't think had queued forward, right? Yeah, the Callista ult comes out, and he chooses to eat the Callista, not the Amumu. Just, I think it's fine. The attack speed nerf with slows is good. Seos gets a really crucial stopwatch off here when he's on 4 stacks. I actually think Trigo could have one-shot him from here with his ultimate. Instead, it's Damage who gets one shot, and Trigo's ult misses through the stopwatch because he pre-buffered it. Karyok gets a decent Cyclone off, but doesn't hit the Talia. They managed to get one, but they're in a pretty poor spot because of it. Then yeah, Trigo trolls the cleanse. Karyok gets slowed by round, and that's all she wrote. Really solid by the players of VOD though. Holy. Looks like off of that play though, they're back out on the map faster, so Pain are looking to take the Dragon. Aatrox is manually rotating down, and there's no TPs, so I think Loud should just concede this. Oh, Poppy wanted to try and contest. Is he able to get vision control of the river? Actually, I mean, they don't have eyes on Talia, so like... But like, their bot lane's right fucking here, and their bot lane's in the bot lane. And your Azir's also right fucking here. You can, I guess with no Cyclone, they don't want a chance of fight? I don't know. This is kind of arrogant by Croc, but I guess Wukong just wants to farm his camps, so he's fine to let it slide. Robo's in Mega. Oh, really good rotation by 10 ounce. Holy. Good E to prevent Aatrox from escaping as well. That's the punishment for wasting his flash earlier on a solo kill. Because what did Weiser's solo kill end up getting him if we go back in the VOD? Gets the solo kill. Hitting plates, gets one plate. We're in the replay. Got one plate off of the solo kill. And then rotated. So he got a wave push in, and then a solo kill. For his... So, he got the kill, the wave, and one plating. That's what his solo kill netted him. Because he doesn't have flash, he dies here, and they take the top tower. There's no platings, because they just fell off. But I think the tower is more important. I don't know. That one I think you can kind of waffle on the gold value for. But obviously I'm a top lane main, so mental advantage, Weiser for sure won. Who gives a fuck? Cringe mid lane role. Rotating and helping out the team. Impossible. Top laner should be allowed to 1v1. Wait a second, I just realized my thing still says CFO. Let me change that. Looks like Pain are trying to engage in the meantime though. Let me pause actually. PNG versus LLL VOD review. That's what we're doing here. Okay. And then let's just rewind 20 seconds to see what the fuck happened. So Braum is pushing in for vision. He has Wukong behind him, so he feels pretty safe about it. The Amumu goes in. That's such a... Dude, this guy is so greedy! Like, I guess he's calling for his jungler to just Cyclone onto the Kalista, but she has Flash. Like, you know the Amumu doesn't have Flash if you timed it properly, because he burned Flash killing the fucking Azir earlier. Just ult this guy. Your Draven is in range. Just ult the Amumu, finish the Braum passive, and that guy's dead as fuck. Now, your jungler is gonna die for your sins. Oh my god, dude. Like, the score before that kill was 11-6. You're not in a position to try and take both anymore. Especially since you don't know the Kalista sums, apparently. Or, like, this guy doesn't know and this guy does. Like, this is so troll. Tenounce is doing a good job. Wow. Wait, he made Azir take the whole long way back? Holy. Mid-tower should just die here. Nara's here to help out. Wow. It'll be a 4K gold lead. Holy. 15 minutes. It's by no means like one of those monster 8K gold leads that you sometimes see. I think C9 or Rogue in their finals had one of those. But still really solid, especially for like a team comp that I'd say should be spiking like at the 15-minute mark. They're more of a mid-game comp than they are like an early game comp. Especially compared to like a Draven Braum lane phase and like a Azir's lane phase. Once again, Tenounce, going for the Ludens build. I'm a bit surprised he didn't go Sorks with it. But until he does scale really well with CDR, it's possible that when he was basing for boots, like it's kind of troll when you think about it, like in a like a larger game sense of like, oh, you're sacrificing your spell pen on your boots just for it. But if he like base and there's a wave coming in, if he buys the cheaper boots, it's the same movement speed, right? So he gets back in time to like catch two more melee minions. It's like 40 gold. Like really, it's not worth scuffing a pen build for it, but like maybe that's what the thought process was. Obviously, I don't want to rewind and find out. So that's just pure speculation. It probably was just Denounce likes the amount of CDR that's afforded with like Transcendence, Lucidities, and Seraphs. And so I think he went the same build last game as well. But this game, I do like the Leandries on the Azir. He's the only AP for his team. So like he could go Ludens like the Talia, but tank once again. I think you get pretty high value. A lot of mage items have HP, like Seraph, so you're gonna get decent value on the HP damage against her. And once again, Callista scales with HP pretty well as well, so just another thing to consider. Looks like Trigo wanted those Raptors, but Karyonk wants the gold. Actually, it really sucks for Draven. He has to go Merc Treads this game. There's one AP champion and he has to go Merc Treads just because of all the effing CC. That really sucks. I like the Zhonya's rush from the Amumu. I think Even Shroud, like, I don't know the math on it. I know some people like to slander it because its effect, like, isn't as visible as something like Locket, but I'm a bit of an Even Shroud enjoyer sometimes. But I get the feeling if I, like, properly did the math, I wouldn't be. But I still favor items like this, rushing the Zhonya's as the support over. Like, it's more impactful to just get a monster ultimate off and then Zhonya's and make sure that Aatrox can't reset. Like, that's more valuable than, like, the 8% damage boost that even Shroud provides, I think. Did end up being Infernal Soul, so a bit of a spicy one. Obviously, monstrously good for both these bot mid champs and the top lane as well. More impactful for the Wukong than it really is for the Poppy, but still. Infernal Soul's Infernal Soul, you know? Looks like Pain are seeding this first one to try and get a top play and get a top tower. I actually don't dislike the play. I just think they should have gone about it differently. Maybe show like one or two people here to give the impression that you're fighting over this and prevent these two from rotating up. Because this is well played by Loud as well, right? As soon as they see the Wukong, they rotate up, they know Drake's free, you just need to defend this tower. Don't give like... I hate when teams give over objective bounties for free, right? Like if you're in the position that Loud is, and let's say that you moved all 5 over here for the dragon, sure, Baron spawning in 2 minutes. But like just TP the Gnar up to defend the objective bounty. Don't give anything over. Like what are they gonna do with the Gnar TP down? Force the Baron? Yeah, right, they're 6k down, like 5k down. So I like the defensive play from Loud. Like just don't give anything over. Even though objective bounties aren't in this game. Was Croc getting cheesed? Good brush camp. Flashes away. Buffers with the ultimate. Wow, phase rush is so balanced. They still managed to pick the Poppy up. Bit of a late wall by 10 ounce. Good pick. Good brush play. That's what you need to get back in the game. And since they've actually already lost the top tier 2, I don't think they'll lose any waves for it either. Pretty monster good. Holy. What item size are we on? Looks like... Azir's going for a... I would assume he's just doing his build from last game where he's going Rabadons, but the Amptome, like, either tells me two things. Either he's going Shadow Flame, which I think is fine, right? Like, you have the Shield Bow Shield, and I guess, like, Poppy Shield. So it's, like, whatever. But, like, since you're not going a pen build, it's not, like, the highest value you can get for an item. Oh! A Mumu engage? 3-man stun? Doesn't die with the Zhonya's. That was really greedy of Aatrox to go for a Q2 there. Like, really greedy. He's lucky he gets away with just having to burn flash. I think he should have died for that. Um, in the end, just Ignite and Ghost and Amumu burned for Aatrox Flash. Kind of decent for Pain. They didn't even burn the Aatrox ult, which means they're still capable of fighting. They just can't get a nutty. Oh, never mind. Damage is trolling. Is that just Baron? I don't think they want to take the Baron. I think they want to beta Baron fight. But Nar's Mega will time out as long as Pain are patient. And Amumu's low with no ultimate. So it's actually pretty decent conditions for a fight as long as they don't get one shot by 10 ounce. WE down. It's actually a pretty decent angle here. Weiser misses everything onto Robo. Gronk has to smite for HP. Yeah, they can't do the Baron here. Wow, Weiser is just absolutely whiffing everything. Just not his Aatrox game, I guess. TBH. Looks like they'll just reset. Paint did manage to pick up both the dragons, so Soul's a long way off, but obviously, even without a Soul, getting like 3 Infernal Dragons would be a nightmare. With this full penetration Thalia that's going Rabadon's third. Oh, right, Rabadon's. Back to my Azir point. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I assume he's going his double Rabadon's build. I think he bought the Amp Tome before like a Drake fight or something, just for additional power. Second, NR Rod does come through, so it will be the Rabadons. I think that's good. Like, maybe a Banshees is good for, like, countering the pen build and spell shielding the engage, because there's no, like, real good poke spells to knock off the Banshees. Maybe Callista Spear or Gnar Boomerang, but, like, realistically, you're guaranteed value against either the Amumu Q or the Amumu R. Obviously, though, like, I guess, sorry, I'm saying obviously odd. On the other hand, though, like, building MR into 3 AD gems, like, kind of sucks. So I can see why he just wants the damage of the Rabadons. I don't know the damage, I don't know the exact numbers. I just think 3,600 gold for the Rabadon's investment this early in the game, like, you're not getting a ton of mileage out of the passive, so I don't know how worth it is to, like, delay your spike that hard. I don't know. I think there's better items on the 2-3 spike for mages. Trigo did learn his lesson. Is going Lord Dominic's regards this game. So he will manage to deal damage to the Poppy champion. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm getting my games mixed up. It was playing Oyster's AD carry, or Beyond Gaming's AD carry that didn't build LDR into a Renekton. I don't think Trigo really needed LDR last game. I mean, maybe he should have built it. It was a Poppy Olaf, but it's beside the point. PNG Gaming know that they can't fight this shit. They're just giving the second Infernal Drake over. Once again, this really sucks. At the very least, I believe 12-15 was... Wait, where was the Drake patch? Was it 12-14? This was like so long ago. Yeah, it was 12-14. Damn, never mind. That sucks. Like, the individual Drakes are buffed. Like, holy. 3 item spikes for the bot mid of Loud. Like, now they can force a Baron if they wanted. Natalia will absolutely one-shot anyone that walks near her. Has the Stomp Punch too, so she's not, like, under massive threat. The only one who can really engage onto her is Wukong, because Braum is more of, like, a disengage or follow-up champ than a true engage support. I think that's why you don't see Braum very often, because in a lot of the current metas, there's just champions that do it better, right? Like, Seraphine just does Braum's job better. Meister stuck in the pit. His E's on cooldown. Good sidestep, but could have been dangerous. Wow, that's greedy. Waiting for the stones to go down. I guess no one is in the area to damage him, though. Lucky escape. Once again, like, really fucking arrogant to E over the wall, though. And clear vision in the pit. Holy. Looks like Trigo's going for a rapid fire into a 5th item IE. Be my guess for the Draven. Yeah, isn't Gladiator Draven like the special for Pain Gaming? Like 90% sure. BRTT was on this team. Overall, Draven's demolishing the close to the CS department. 3.5 items is a bit ahead. Unfortunately, the Azir is suffering a little bit for it. He's on equal CS with Tilia, but obviously Tilia has all the kills. So unfortunately, he's behind. Really, though, the gold difference in the top laners is insane. Oh, is Azir just one shot? Actually, Tenans misses a Q. Oh, actually, and the Amumu takes a lot of damage, but it looks like damage is just gonna die. Ooh, Seos. That's a Q you didn't want to hit. He's actually punished for his own skill. Meanwhile, the Wukong is just suiciding. What is going on, man? Like, I don't think it's a decent decision to try and fight this, because your mid laners are scuffing it out in the top lane, right? They're dueling each other. And let's be honest here, the Talia is so much more valuable in these fights than the Azir. So, like, it's kind of an advantageous position. Baron does go down to the side of Loud. Pain Gaming's in retreat mode. Steadfast presence from Poppy just puts the fear of God into the enemy team. Holy. Yeah, nothing more to be found. I assume we'll see a replay of that fight. Might be able to get an objective bounty. Nice. And, like, once again, like, just don't give over objective bounties. You have no reason to. You can stagger your bases here, right? Obviously, it's nice to move all onto the map as one with Baron, but like if there's a 20-second desync, 20 seconds off your Baron, and what you're preventing is the enemy team from getting like a 1k gold spike back in their favor, like that's so worth it. You already have them push back to the inhib towers anyways. You should, if you play this Baron properly, get 2 inhib towers anyways. We're not gonna get a replay of that fight? Really? I mean, I guess if we're not getting a replay, needless to say, Seos hit a pretty good Amumu ult. Damage ends up dying for the sins of his team. And just another good Zanyas to make sure that he doesn't die. I'm not gonna flame damage for that death, because I think the call from his team was to fight it, and someone has to die when it goes south. Better the support than anyone else. Jump forward by Robo doesn't manage to get the double hop. Seismic Shove goes wide. Someone needs to go get that top wave, otherwise Loud are just going to roll your mid tower and then roll your top tower. Trigo's running forward though, quite aggressively. I guess he has cleanse, but still, good decoy to make sure that the Wukong doesn't get absolutely one shot. Top wave is hitting. I'm surprised no one from Loud went cap plays on this massive wave. Looks like they want to play through bot mid again, and then rotate down to the dragon. Holy, Trox nearly died. Holy. That's kind of the deceptive power of Death Stance too. Like, Death Stance is already a strong item, but Tenons didn't commit anything more, because like Aatrox is like 40% HP and it's kind of greedy to go for that, but like, in reality, you saw the Death Stance take him down to like 15%. Inhib in the bot lane goes down, and the Inhib tower in the mid lane goes down as well, similar to last game. And they're just going to rotate down to their third Infernal Drake of the game. This team comp from Paint is just slowly dying out, because Wukong is pretty useless when he's behind, as is Aatrox. Unless they can get like really monster knockups. But like, in a straight, like, as long as the other team is playing well, and they're clearing vision, and making sure that there's no engage angle, then they're just going to get choked out. Will Payne finally claim a tower and objective bounty? Tenons is running top. I think the Wukong's trolling by being on Crux. I think they should just run to this top tower. And pray that, like, when Tenon shows here by himself, just fucking send it on this guy. Like, you need to get a pick, right? Obviously, it wouldn't have worked because they blue were. I don't know. I think Loud is just at least 2 levels above PNG, right? I think Tinons is thinking, like, that's the right play, right? Like, I'm greeting here to try and protect the objective bounty. There should be someone trying to punish me. Blue wards this bush, and there's just no one there. Oh, Seos accidentally Fat Fingers Zonius. At least it's not stopwatch, right? So it's not permanently, but for the next 2 minutes, it'll be a lot easier to kill than usual. We'll see if it has any difference in, like, an Aatrox reset for these fights. Should be pretty obvious that they're just going to be playing for top mid. Unless the Inhib Tower is alive. The Talia just one-shots, man. Using the Poppy ult. That's also disgusting with this composition. Poppy Talia comps are so nasty, man. You have 2 ultimates that can just force an entire enemy team away from an objective. And he doesn't even have to fire this one. He can just reset it over and over again. I guess this fan wants a reverse sweep. I mean, I want whatever copium they're on. This team, even if they magically started playing 5 times better than they are right now, I don't think they can contest these players. What the hell? Like, this guy is just absolutely running it down with his head off. This dude's missing everything. This guy is so scared to make plays on Wukong. I don't really have any big critiques for the Azir, except for, like, his soldier positionings. Like, he's never really getting the damage down he needs to in fights. Like, none of these fights have ended up being, like, really close. Up, and damage is strolling. At least he flashes this time. Oh? Oh, the Wukong does something? Too bad everyone's sums are up. Oh, Aatrox going forward. Could be massive. Misses the Q3. And he's dead. They did manage to kill Tinouns though, but I'm pretty sure the Callista is just untouched now. Why is this guy not hitting? Hit her! Hit her! Oh, Robo! Oh, good flash. Pretty good flash, but he's dead. Ay, shy, man. I want to rewatch that fight. When did Croc take his HP again? He's charging ult. Okay. What is the Azir doing? Why did he Q the melee minion? And then auto. Did he just miss? How is he missing a Q? If that Q auto hits, Croc would be down to, like, his final third of HP, right? And you see the Leandri's tick, so he would be even lower. Croc would be, like, 400 HP, even lower than he is right now. Damage onto exhaust onto Wiser. I think the chunk damage is fine to look for, but he should also back up once he kind of baits damage in. I don't know, maybe that's not his fault. I mean, it kind of is damage's fault. I don't know why he's jumping forward there. TBH. Draven does a lot of damage. This poor Trigo guy is in elo hell. He's also really close to Infinity Edge. You see he buys it after this fight, and he only got 1 kill in the fight. I don't know, like, how much of the stack gold that was from Draven, but, like, if they'd held on, they might have been able to win this game. Karyok sees an angle. Finally clicks the flash ult button. Finally. Doesn't end up hitting the Gnar, or did he? Just goes for an R1. I think. Where's his decoy? Where's the decoy, man? Huh? Why wouldn't you just flash decoy ult and get the double knockup? Like, he flash E's, decoy ult. Like, Tinons didn't even react to the initial dash. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that he's scared of is, like, E or W from Poppy. Tinons goes into Zhonya's SS Karyok. Wiser actually flashes forward and hits his spell. Holy shit. And then absolutely whiffs this one. Misses all 3. Holy shit. That's insane. And then he just tries to run away. For some reason, I mean, I guess the Hexdrinker is a fine buy, given how fed the fucking Talia is. Karyok's gonna barely live. Just retreat, man. Just retreat. Just retreat! You went 1 for 1. Their enemy jungler can't fight. Just heal up. Instead, Azir misses Q. Aatrox dies. Damage just walks forward. I guess he's buying space for his team. Wait, let me watch the Azir again in this fight. Soldiers miss. Gets a 1 auto. Manages to sidestep the Amumu. Q's once onto the Gnar. Misses Q again. Has a decent flash. Doesn't sidestep the W dice. I am on. Ladder just playing really well. What can you say?